Fabulous. So there's our ladders ready to go. And this wooden part, the wooden rod, is going to be the pivot that allows the ladders to rise and fall. So that's our pivot, that's its proper name. We can treat the ladders like a lever, and a lever has a place where it can turn around, but it holds it in the right position. So there's our ladders. Fabulous. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to create a hole near the top of the tower where this dowel can fit into it, so this becomes attached to the tower. So let's choose a point near the top. Now, not too near the top, it'll just break through the foam down a little bit. There we go. Hold it firmly. Remember, fingers out of the way so that the point of the pencil can come all the way through. There it goes. Take it back out, drill it from the other side. There it goes. Drill this hole a few times, backwards and forwards. We've got to make this one so that it's free for the dowel to be able to move very easily. So that means that the ladders can go up and down easily too. Here we go. Right then, how on earth is that going to fit in there? Well, we're going to have to take this dowel part way out, line it up with the hole, find out where that hole was. There it is there. Tell you what we'll do, shall we make a mark just so that you can see it? You don't need to do this. That's where the hole is there. And we need to have this dowel through that hole. There it goes. And through there. Fantastic. And there is our ladders. Fantastic. There we go. Lovely. That's going to fit into the vehicle later, but just for now we've got to finish off the part whereby we can wind up a string and then somehow use this last dowel to wind the string, and then that makes the ladder move. I wonder if you can work that one out without seeing the next step. Well, I'll do the step, but you may like to try this yourself before you see the next part of the video clip. Here we go then. I'm going to drill a new hole all the way through, all the way from the other side. There it goes, all the way. This dowel fits into that hole. There it is. And now the problem you have to solve is, can we use the string and this dowel so that when we wind the dowel, I wind it from the other side there, wind it like that, it will make the ladders rise and fall. How on earth are you going to do that? Right, a small bit of sticky tape. We'll use some sticky tape. We'll pop that onto one end of the axle. There it goes, look. I'll put it on like that, wrap it round. And that means when we turn the axle, it winds up the string. Let's pop it all off again. But now we have to attach the string to a point where it can pull. So there's the winder, and this is going to pull. Well, I think it's obvious that string has to attach onto the straw at the back. So if we wind a little bit of string on first, there we are, a few twists round. We don't really need very much string to be able to do that. It's always best not to try and tie a knot in it, but just to use a little bit of sticky tape. So what we could do is, look, a bit of sticky tape maybe about there, cut off the last bit of string, wrap it round, try not to squash the straw this time when you do that part, and let's give it a try. So I'll hold it sideways so you can see it. Now the string's on that side, so I'll turn the axle from underneath, rotate it round. Let's have a look. And that winding action is making the ladders rise. Now when we turn it the opposite way, we want the ladders to fall, and at the moment they aren't. So I wonder if there's an alternative solution to that. We could just make this end heavier by putting a bit of blue tack or something like that on it, and that would automatically drop it down. We could take this dowel out and make the holes in there slightly bigger, and that would let it fall down more easily. Perhaps you could also think about, is there an alternative way to use another piece of string? If one piece of string pulls that way, can another piece of string pull the other way? I wonder if it can. Have a think about that anyway. Right, last step, let's bring up the chassis for the vehicle, and there it is. That's going to fit in. Now we've got to be very careful not to squash everything when this goes in, because there's a bit of force got to be used to push that into place. Best way to do this, you know, is pop the axles off with the wheels, squash and push to push that into place. There it goes. There it goes. Let's see if it still works. Yes, it does. Pop that down. Turn it upside down. Don't let this lot rest on the desk when you're doing it. Hold it up in the air and then space the wheels out. Look for the holes. Push into the holes. Push into the holes. There it goes. Check the axles are in the middle. And there is our fire engine. Well, it's missing a body, but that's a challenge for you. You have to take some card and use this area here to create your own fire engine body. I'm sure you can do it. Also, wouldn't it be great to have some actual firemen up the ladder and inside the engine, sitting on seats, of course, driving wheel, dashboard with all the buttons and sirens and things on it. We want to make these fire engines look absolutely fabulous, and that's your job, using paper and card, scissors and glue. Okay, fabulous. Looking forward to seeing the final results.